Okay, we are live.
What's up, homie?
What's up, bro? How are you, man? Happy Father's Day weekend. Hope you have a good day tomorrow, bro, with your kids. If you want to play, I got room. I'm just gonna do an early stream because I'm not streaming tomorrow.
Good man, same to you, man.
How's Pennsylvania so far? I haven't talked to you. I know we just send videos back and forth, but I haven't really talked to you in a while. There's if you do get on, just gonna go ahead and show you some stuff that I've been working on. The FAR 83.
House hunting is stressful. People here are paying $20K over asking price and we aren't about to do that.
Yeah, dude, so the market, bro, like I look into it like weekly. It's just something I do before I go to sleep every night. I'm a weirdo, and I go to Zillow and all kinds of other realtor.com. I just look at houses because I'm not a homeowner and I've never been one yet, and I want to be. I'm almost 30, but I'm scared. The market's so weird, you know, in certain places. Like, I feel like in the South, the more I look, the better the market is. But maybe I'm wrong. But up north, you know, that scares me because the houses are so, like, ridiculously out of price. And for me and you, the BAH is like, it's okay. But let's be real, it could be a lot better. You know, I think there's no money back in your pocket unless.
Bro, it's so bad.
I know. I look every day. I'm a weirdo, and I literally look every night before I go to bed. It's just like a hobby of mine that I wish I lived in this house. I wish I lived in this house. I wish I lived in this house. This house is cool. I just kind of take ideas, but it's not a bad thing to rent. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. I know you don't want to, but it's not a bad thing. I mean, you're gonna have to move in 2 to 3 years anyway, possibly 4.
We found a house we may go for, but it needs work. Mortgage would be $350 a month low.
Dude, that's cheap as fuck. I mean, here's the deal. It's not your forever home, right? I mean, you don't plan on living in Pennsylvania forever. At least I hope not. Nothing against people from Pennsylvania, but I can't see you living there forever. So, you know, you're just gonna flip it anyway. So put a little money into it. Maybe make it 10 to 15 grand, maybe even 20, maybe. $350 a month is cheap as fuck. Like, that's crazy cheap.
The square footage doesn't count the attic or basement. They both can be finished.
Yeah, and like, here's the deal about basements. Like, I've seen, so the farther north you get, a lot of houses have actual basements. Like, people in the South, we don't really see that very often, but I've seen houses, like when I took my homie up to Missouri to move, he had a basement, and they just converted that into like a fucking man cave. Like, storage / man cave / like kids hang out. Like, it was so big, you could do like multiple things in there. Guest bedroom, like all kinds of shit. So, I mean, and if it's not counting that, then you're getting a lot bigger house for your buck. Because I'm assuming it's counting just the normal house, and it's just, that's why it's so cheap.
My wife said would be my gaming room.
That would be dope. Remember, heat rises though, so you're gonna have to ventilate. Make sure that's ventilated pretty good for your system and stuff. I mean, I don't think there's been problems with the Xbox or PS5 about overheating, but Just remember that it does right. Because I thought about that if we got like a 2-story house or like a cool attic or something. And that's the only. I mean, that's the only concern. Like, obviously, just get a fan, and that'd be dope as fuck. Cause you'd be up top above everybody. I mean, just don't be stomping on the fucking ground and get angry or anything. If it was me, it'd be bad. My wife would be hitting the fucking.
My shit is in the attic
roof.
right now.
That's the so you're in a house with an attic? Are you just renting right now? I guess I never asked that. By the way, we're about to try this kiwi apple.
In the basement.
That's not bad, dude. It's not bad. I say go for it, in my opinion. I mean, I haven't seen it.
For $700 a month, face with rolling eyes.
Listen to me, bro. Have I told you how much my rent is here? Because I wish it was $700. I know you're rolling your eyes, but I wish my rent was $700. My rent is fucking retarded. I literally make no money on BH. I make 25 bucks. $25 on BH. If I had to do it over again, I would not do this. Nothing wrong with my house. It's awesome. The neighborhood's awesome.
This is a 2-bed, 1-bath and old as fuck house.
Yeah. I mean, rent's expensive, bro. Like, my house is pretty nice. I will say that, but...
Well, duplex.
I mean, if you're just renting for the time being, then fuck it. I wouldn't invest shit into that place. That's what I do. Like, I don't invest into nothing in this motherfucker. Like, we're renting. Like, we make it look nice with, like, decorations and shit, but that shit comes with us when we leave. I ain't doing nothing. If something breaks, I'm calling these motherfuckers, like, right off the bat. Like, hey, come fix this shit. Like, immediately. Because I'm not doing it. These dudes asked me one time, this tree had fell in the backyard. I was like, hey, can you clean that up? I was like, nope. Can't do it. I mean, not to be a dick, but, like, take it off my rent. Like, you're cutting into my time, so take it off my rent. And I asked him that one time. I said, hey, I'll do this.
It's my wife's friend's duplex. Luckily she was here because ain't shit for rent to stay here. For real nothing.
So my old boss, and you may run into her, her name is Master Sergeant Welch. And her husband's AGR too. And his name is, I think he's a Sergeant First Class Welch. You may run into, she's in Pennsylvania. And you may run into, no, Ron moved recently. But you may run into them. She's the area leader of that state. She's over retention in the whole state. So you may actually run into somebody. But she said the same shit. Now, she bought a ridiculous ass house. Like, fucking retarded. But she's also an E8. But it's like, her house was like $500,000, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it was crazy. Nope, not me. I'm too young. Can't afford it. So if you do get back on the FAR 83, the Groza, the K-Swiss, and this gun, the new gun, the MG82, and here's the setup for it. Pretty nasty. This is an LMG, but it doesn't operate like an LMG. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. It kind of operates like a fucking AR. And up close, dude, it surprises me because up close, this gun is pretty easy to handle with hip firing.
This house we are looking at is only $65K and it's the ugliest house in the neighborhood. We want to make it nicer slowly before we move.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see what the problem is in that. Like I said, bro, like you're gonna move out anyway. I mean, that's not your forever home, so that's cheap, dude. 65 grand, that's cheap. There's vehicles that cost more than that. I mean, how much was your truck? Like, your truck is ridiculous. Like, it's almost as much as the house. No, I mean, I'm not talking shit, but I'm just saying, like, that's cheap for a house. So let's say you put money into it over the next 3 years, and then you flip it when you move. You'll at least get your pay.
$350 a month on mortgage. Should rent out for $800.
Stupid. I agree. Because if I bought this house, if this house was on the market,
$300 more than that mortgage.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. if I bought this house that we live in now, I'm assuming it'd be like 180, 180,000, maybe 200,000, maybe. If they were selling this, I don't even know if it'd be that much. Maybe 175. But it's in a really good location, so I think that has a lot of output. If this house was in the country, this motherfucker would only be like 130, 120 something. But it's because it's right by it's in the best school district, right beside the best school. It's cool, man. I'm not gonna lie, that we're in a sweet ass location, and when I move here, I will miss that about here. But that's the crazy thing about housing. It's not even just the house. It's like the neighborhood, the market, where the neighborhood is located, what town the neighborhood is located. Like if I would have moved.
The APR is low for house buying. 2.785%.
Yeah, that's so. Last time I looked in Arkansas, it was at 3%, which is pretty much the same as that. But that's really cheap. But I have to think. So when I go to buy a house, I have 4 kids, so that's going to be at least a 3-bedroom, like we have now. Because the boys can share a room, and Crew's small enough that he stays in our room at the time being. And then Emerson has her own room. But still, like, that's another, I don't know, at least 10 grand for most houses, at least, But it's just, the housing market's so weird, man. The more I look at it, the more I think that, what blows my mind, bro? And this is like a little bit of jealousy coming out of me, of people.
I agree with neighborhood. We have to have a somewhat yard as well. If you have questions about house buying when it comes, please reach out.
Yeah, I will. Because you and Steven are about the only one. And Steven went through the VA and he's building the house. Or he did build a house. It's like really nice. But that's like his forever. Well, I would assume that's probably like he's going to live there most of his life. I don't think he's going to move to Texarkana. I think his shit was like $280,000. But his mortgage was like $1,000. And it's a ridiculous house. So those are the things, the VA loan and stuff like that I need asking. Like, I've talked to Brady about it. I've talked to you about it. I've talked to Steven about it. I just don't know where I want my my house. I don't know. I just get jealous. I'm not jealous of you or Steven or Brady or any of these people individually as a person. I just get jealous of the fact that, like, I'm about to be 30 and I don't have anything invested. Like I don't have equity. I have money, but I don't have equity. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I see these kids coming out of high school and buying a house. I'm like, how the fuck? Like, what the fuck are you just... I feel like I'm a pretty smart cat, but it's just like, and I'm pretty good with money, but like, Jesus Christ, how are these cats coming out of school? Like, some of my classmates had a house by the time they were 25.
My first house ever to buy at 30.
Yeah, see, now I feel like you right there. So that's what I feel like. Like, are we late to the game, or is that the right age? Or does it matter? I mean, I don't know, it doesn't matter, but I just feel like I see these people.
Bro,
like,
you can do it. We need to talk tall at some point.
Yeah.
Talk asterisk.
Yeah, 100%. I need to, and I think we will. I've talked to my wife about it. I think Brittany's even more scared than me about it. I don't know. It's just, the thing is like, the Army's so weird, and the way things are so weird, and we don't know where we're moving. So like, I want to buy one and then flip it, because I know that won't be my forever play. I highly doubt it. We have to move at least 2 or 3 more times. So that's just the weird thing about it. And then I see, man, I'm telling you, I see these kids, or I say kids, but people that I went to high school with, and I shouldn't be this way. I should not be this way. I shouldn't even let it bother me, but it does bother me, if I'm being honest. I'll see them, I'll be like, how the fuck? Like, for example, no names. I saw this couple. One's like a teacher, and the other dude does, like, it's an okay job, bro. It's an okay job. That's all I'm going to say. He has an okay job. She has an okay job. I make more money. You make more money. We make more money than these people combined. And these motherfuckers bought a $300,000 house. It's like, what is going on? What is going on? Like, is that where all your money goes? Like, I don't understand. Am I tripping?
Investing, bro.
I don't know. I never asked them. You know, I don't want to be jealous of. They're not watching, so they don't know. But I'm not jealous of them individually. Like, I love one of them. Like, he's like a brother to me. But it's just like, how the fuck is good? What? I just don't get it. I don't get it. It like makes me cringe sometimes, like thinking about it. Like, man, fuck. Because at one point before I went AGR, I was this close from buying a house in Texarkana. Like, we had started looking right before Emerson was born. We'd started looking at houses in Texarkana, and I think we had set our budget anywhere. I think it was like our maximum budget at that time, and I was still making pretty good money. I think it was $200,000, and I was trying to push the envelope. I was pushing it because I was like, oh, I can afford all the way up to like $260,000, because I had done the math, and like on a $260,000 house, like your mortgage would be close to like $850, $900, you know. But then I didn't think, you know, you gotta think of insurance, you gotta think of fucking just all this stuff, property tax, sales tax, all this shit. Like, I wasn't thinking of it, so it would have been close to like $1,200. But still, at the same time, I was like, man, we could do it, we could do it, we could do it.
Higher than that.
Yeah, you're probably right. It probably would be higher. But at the time, I was just like in my brain, like, oh, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it. And then I was like, started putting all these things together, and I was like, bro, I'm not gonna have any fucking money to I mean, I would, but like car payments, fucking this, and this shit just adds up. And I was like, I'm not gonna have any fucking money to do anything with. Like, can't do it.
$250K depending on property taxes. It'll be around $1,500 to $1,800, and how much you put down.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, the mortgage I think was $850, but I wasn't thinking of all the other stuff that comes with it. And I was like, so after that, I just kind of like shelved all my aspirations to buy a house. I was like, because like I'm a weirdo again about stuff. Like, when I buy stuff, one, I don't like. This is personal. This is something personal to me. I don't like. And this doesn't really count with houses, but I don't like buying like super old stuff. And like I don't want to do anything. I know it sounds lazy, but I don't really want to put in. I guess I would do it if I had the right people around me to help me like do stuff like that, but I just don't have, you know. So I don't want to fix her upper, because I don't know how to do anything like that.
First
if I'm being honest.
Look at, according to my wife, is look at property taxes and what the house has been sold for.
Yeah, I usually look at that on Zillow and the Realtor.com. It like shows you the past like 20 years. Well, whatever's reported. Sometimes it's only like 10 years of like how much the house is sold for, and usually it fluctuates from $5,000 to $10,000. Like, so one year it sold 190, housing market went up, it sold for 220. Then they did a remodel, it sold for 230. Then it went back down and sold for, you know, whatever. So some people made money and some people lost, but, and that's just a hypothetical house. I'm just making that up. But yeah, I usually look at that. These websites have gotten pretty good about putting stuff on there. The problem they don't do though is none of them that I have found adds all of it in together. Like, this is your bottom dollar. This is how much you're spending. I promise you. Like, you know, if you put this much down, you know, like a calculator. Some of them have a calculator for mortgage calculator, but they don't include like insurance. And then there's like HOH fees at some places. Like, for example, if you lived a neighborhood over, you would be paying like another $350 a month on top of your shit, because there's an HOH fee, and there's fucking rules in that neighborhood that are stupid. But it's a super nice neighborhood and super nice houses, but I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. Depends on where you live, I guess. And then like in Texas, like Texas doesn't have property tax, right? Or sales tax? Is it sales tax or property tax? I can't remember. But like taxes in general.
Trulia and Zillow has the calculator and you can adjust it all as well.
Does it put the insurance stuff in there as well?
We don't have state taxes, but we have property taxes.
Does your BH, no, never mind. So now you, I don't want to ask you. I'll ask you on the phone. I won't ask you that over stream. Yeah, so I'll probably hit you up when it's time for us to move. I'm supposed to, okay, so I got told that this week that my battalion was reaching out to HRC. It's at HRC. It's past my battalion.
Send it in Messenger right now.
I was just going to ask you about your BH. Like, how much is it from what it was to what it is now in Pennsylvania? Like, is it more or is it less? That's all. But you don't have to tell me an exact number over stream. And is the housing market there, like, is it more expensive? The houses more expensive there than they are in Texas?
1,300 from 2,600.
Whoo! Shit, but you live in Dallas too. The Dallas, was that in the Dallas zip code though? Fuck, man, that's a fucking big difference. That's so. I'm guessing you're in. You told me the town was small, but like, I guess they just don't. That fucking blows. I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. Because that's a significant difference. And that's something the Army, I don't think, do a good job about. Because, yeah, I understand that it goes off of where you live. I understand that. But that is fucking that's half. So you're used to living with double that amount. Even, let's just say, even if your house was, I don't fucking know. Let's just say it was $1,400 at your last place a month. You were still making a significant amount of money. You're not going to make that much at Pennsylvania, because I mean, no more. I mean, I guess so if it's $350, but maybe it equals out if you do that. But if you if you have to buy a more expensive house, let's say the mortgage was like all included.
Houses are old and average about $50K, but they are like run down shit. The nicer homes, which are still built in the freaking '70s.
Really? Is that bad? I never looked into it. It's called Johnsontown? Is that what it's called? That's crazy, bro. I just assume, I guess because I'm from Arkansas, I just assume every other state has nicer houses. Like in Arkansas, it's not that bad, but like, I live in northwest Arkansas. Okay, I'm about to. That's crazy.
Johnstown.
Is that like an old settlement town? Like colonial? Is it that old or no? Is there any cool shit there?
It's an old coal mining town.
Really? Yeah, that's what it says too.
No.
At the cash arm. Yo, this is crazy. Here's a little bit of history about Johnstown. 1889, there was a massive flood after the dam broke. It killed like the whole town. Holy shit. It's flooded like, it floods all the time there. 1977, 1936, 1937, 1889, like, goddamn, don't live by the river, bro. So you're like right on the Ohio River? Is that where that's at?
Yep. I drove by the dam. A lot. This place is flood zone.
Holy shit. It is remembered as the worst disaster by dam failure in American history. It was the greatest single-day civilian loss of life in this country before September 11th. Holy shit! That's crazy. I guess if that's so long ago, we don't know it. 2,209 people died. Holy fuck. That's crazy.
I didn't know that part.
No, I didn't. I mean, it's like the first thing that pulls up when you look it up. That's crazy. It's not funny, but it's crazy. I mean, it happened in 1889. We don't know any of those people, so we can laugh about it. That's fucking nuts. The houses do look old as fuck, though. You're right. I'm looking at them. Oh my god, dude. Just go look up this shit, bro. The Johnstown flood. Look at all this fucking disaster. I kind of like that style. I kind of like the houses, though. The way they, I know they're run down, but that, like, the neighborhood look of this place.
By the way, I lose 20K a year from moving here.
I knew it was gonna be a significant amount. After you just told me what you just told me, 13 from 26, like that's... I mean, if you did the math, yeah, you lose it, but you probably pay less than other things, but I still think you'd be... I don't think you'd be losing...
They are way too close to each other in most spots.
Yeah, and that's how it is up north, bro. Like, when I went to visit family back in the day, we have my mom's family's from Michigan and Minnesota. And this is this is north central, and that's more east coast, but their houses are like that too, man. They're like, literally, you could like reach out and fucking touch them. Like, if you stepped out of your house, you could almost reach out and touch someone else's house. It's kind of weird. It's not like the South, man. The South is like, everybody wants their fucking space and wants their own fucking yard and shit. Like, up north, everybody's like more like, I don't know if it's because there's more people and it's more populated, which I think that's one of the reasons, but like also it's like everybody wants to be like more functional and not necessarily more free, if that makes sense. I am on the opposite end. I would rather live in the country any day of the week so I could just hoop and holler if I wanted to. I was gonna
house subdivision we found. The houses were built in 2008.
That's crazy. So they're not doing any new building or anything going on there? Is there a fucking Walmart there? That's nuts to me. I only find it nuts though because like I just assume. Again, I'm from Arkansas, so like Fort Smith.
Don't do like the South. Every corner new subdivision, lol.
Yeah, that's. Are we just catching up? Is the South just trying to catch up to these people up there? I don't know.
Yes, Walmart and Aldi's.
Oh, you got Aldi's too. That's dope. Aldi's got some good shit. Some shit. Some of their shit. Don't buy that. Don't buy your meat there, bro. But like they got some other cool shit. It's like. You can't find Walmart. Yeah, Northwest Arkansas is pretty nice, where I live, and it's even nicer above me in Fayetteville. But everywhere else, I mean, you know,
has the land to build on, and more people are moving south.
I don't think it'll ever get like that here, though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it ever. People are too different here. Like I don't think there's many places that would. I mean, I don't know. Texarkana is pretty fucking crowded, dude. But, like, most places, there's enough space where people, like, they want their space. Like, they don't want to reach out and touch someone's house in the South. I don't know. So, my shit's at HRC right now, pending. It's been approved. I was told that I would find out something by the end of this week, and then I didn't find out anything by the end of this week. Then, bro, I don't know if you heard this. I just found this out.
Tyler TX now, and it's pretty nice out here.
Yeah. So Tyler is. How far is Tyler from Texarkana, Sean? the guy I'm talking to on stream, he lived in not Seagullville. He lived out, right, Josh? You didn't live in Seagullville. You lived outside of Seagullville, but like it's by the Dallas area, and it's nice where he lived. And then he just got moved. He's in the military. He just got moved to Pennsylvania. And that's what we're talking about, how different and not up to par it is from what he was used to. I mean, it's a cool experience. I like history of America. Like, I'm a history buff. So that would be a cool experience that you get to see. You're so close that you can go see all these colonial fucking cool national monuments and stuff like that like define American history. But that's only cool for like a week. And then, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's cool shit there, though. You're not that far from Pittsburgh, I'm sure. Like, it's probably a couple hours. Probably not that far from Philadelphia. It's probably a couple hours.
Are you trying to move?
I'm not. I'm gonna have to move. The military moves us, Sean. So every 3 to 4 years, the military, you get moved. If I could get my dream job here, I probably wouldn't move. I like Fort Smith enough, but that's not gonna happen. 100% not gonna happen, because my actual job that I want doesn't exist here. So I am definitely gonna have to move. And even if it was here, I would only, they just move us to break up the monotony and like career progression. There's a lot of different reasons why they move us in the military. Relationships with people. Sometimes.
Do you happen to know where you're going?
I don't know. I wish I knew where I was going.
They said the closest ranges for crew serve is Jersey and 6 hours away. How does that make sense to have a unit here rolling on the floor laughing?
What the fuck? Like New Jersey? Like, Fort Dix? Is that what it's called? Fort Dix, right? I heard that place is garbage too, bro. Adams told me it was the worst fucking place he had ever been. Yeah. And no, Sean, I don't know where I'm going. I've been trying to find out for a long time. But I don't know personally where I'm going yet. And there is a possibility, there is a small possibility, but there is a real possibility that I could get stuck here for another year. Because the Army I'm not going to say this on stream. Anyway.
Hopefully they don't do you like they did me.
Or they move me and then move you again.
When is it supposed to happen?
It's supposed to happen this year. I come in my window this month. I just passed my window. But they can move you. You get notified like a year out, but not all the time. They're supposed to, but they don't. So what they'll do is they'll like give you a warno. Hey, this is where you're going, or if they're nice about it.
Give me a month and have to sail and move.
Yeah. I hope they don't do me that way. But they did me that way when I got picked up for AGR. So I kind of understand, because I was supposed to move to like Hawaii first and then Washington State. And then the day before I was supposed to move to Washington State, they changed it to Arkansas. Like north. So, I mean, it wasn't too bad, but still, it was kind of shitty. But yeah, I hope they don't do that. And then I don't know where I could be going, Sean, at all. And it's supposed to happen this year, but I don't know I don't know when, and I don't know how long they're going to give me. What they're supposed to do, or what they say they do. And a lot of people got it lucky, and then some people like Josh got it unluckily. And I hope I get a little bit better luck than he did. But what they're supposed to do is notify you. They're supposed to send you vacancies of positions available.
I'm tired of fucking moving. Moved 4 times in 6 years, bro.
Yeah, but
does that mess with your wife's side of the job?
No, because Brittany she works like a as needed position here. So she doesn't work in the dental field like she used to. when we lived in Hope, so it doesn't mess with her now. She doesn't really, I don't want to say this the wrong way, but she didn't really have a career yet. She's been more of a stay-at-home mom, and then she works at a place, but only when needed, and only on the weekends. So she would just, if she does that, she would, I've been trying to get her to go back to school for a couple years now. I'm hoping she does that, just to do something she wants to do. But, you know, with Emerson being autistic, and then Prue was born, so it's a little hard, so we'll see. But no, not really. She kind of understands. It'd be different if she was, like, set in a career path. It would be a lot different. Yes, it would mess with it. But the military works pretty well around stuff. They try to, anyway. But yes, Josh, I feel bad for you, honestly. I really do. But I'm assuming you're probably going to want to move there, too. Like, you're not going to want to live there if it's that bad, you know? Maybe. You might fall in love with it, bro. You never know. I mean, it looks pretty. I'm sure the winters kind of suck, but they're probably not terrible. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know... I don't know anything about the movie. As soon as I find out, trust and believe, I will be letting people know. Because I'm pretty anxious. I'm excited and I'm anxious. It'll be my first PCS through the AGR program. I don't hate the people I work with. I love a lot of the people that I work with. But I don't necessarily like the job that I'm in. I was voluntold to do this position in AGR, and it's not what I've always done in the Army, like what me and Josh has always done. So it was a cool experience, but I'm ready to go back to being an engineer. I'm ready to go back to being in that style of world. I know a lot of people are like, man, you got it good, you got it good, you got it good. I'm just bored.
Don't forget Child Care Aware for daycare help. Wife just has to work 40-hour weeks. Even if they aren't in network, you can get DH.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you about that too. I'm going to ask you because I had some questions about that. Me and Brittany had questions about that. So I will definitely be calling you probably in the next day or so about that. But yeah, I don't know if they're going to. Hopefully, what happened, Sean, is that I requested to go back to my old position, not where I was, but my old MOS.
For us for 2 kids.
A month? They pay $900. The Army does? Or the government?
Yep.
What? What the fuck program is this? But she has to work 40 hours. I'm about to tell this one. Hey!
Child Care Aware.
Child Care Aware. Dope. I'm about to save that on my phone. I never heard of this. See, this is the thing with the Army, bro, that disappoints me sometimes. We're E6s. We've been in the Army going on, I've been in the Army since 2008. You've been in since 2008, right? We've been in the Army a long time.
Did all the paperwork to get the daycare in network.
We've been in the Army a long time. The people above us have been in longer than us. I think, and it's not even their fault, I think the Army does a piss poor job about all these programs, bro. Like, my daughter is in a bunch of programs like therapy and all these things that the Army provides and pays for 100% and all this stuff. And I'm in this program where they have to move me, when I PCS, they have to move me close to a facility that can take care of my daughter's needs. The Army didn't help me with that, bro. Like, they didn't help me. My wife did everything.
I found out about it on the AGR FB page.
See, I'm gonna have to go research. That's the thing, man. You just don't know unless someone tells you. I'm glad you told me, but you just don't know until someone tells you. Because, like, these things that I feel like are necessities and we should be told by higher because they should know. Either one, they don't know shit about it, or, like, they just don't do they do a piss poor job at disseminating information about stuff like that. I've literally never
Military
heard of
One
that.
Source, bro.
Yeah, I've looked into Military One Source for a lot of things like counseling and stuff like that, but I didn't know that was on there. I'm gonna have to go back and.
Has it pretty much all.
And so here's another thing. I hate this. I know you probably hate this too. I know you've heard this. As an E6, you should learn, you should go and look up the information on your own. That's cool, bro. About your job, I understand that, but like, these are things that would help you, your family, like that. Like, I wouldn't even have thought of that. I would have never even thought of that the Army does that. And I've been in the Army for fucking 11, almost 12 years. Like, this is, or however long the fuck, 11 years. Almost 12 years this year. It'll be 12 years this year. I just think that the Army does a piss poor job at that, man. I'm glad you brought that up, though, because I can start telling people about that. Because I, as soon as I found out information, bro, I feel like that I give that shit out like candy. Like, that's helpful, to other AGRs and just like, hey, did you know about this? Did you know about this? I don't know, it kind of bothers me that we don't.
That's like some states buying a vehicle you can fill out some paperwork beforehand and you don't have to pay taxes on, the vehicle.
Bro, I just found that out recently, and I found out about the fucking Army's program that where like if you have like credit cards or if you got a credit card or a car or something like that or anything while you were in there. While you were in the Army, like on active duty, you can get that shit set at an interest rate at 3%. I found that out like last year. I'm sorry. Freeman's texting me about needing some straps. Like, what kind of straps, bro? Like, let me go check. I will be right back, stream. Freeman is by the Walmart by my house, and he needs to borrow some ratchet straps. So I'm gonna go look in my garage to see if I have ratchet straps.
Strap on?
Yeah. He said, I need some straps, bro. I'm like, what kind of strap? Like a gun? A dildo? Like, what are we talking about? Yeah. So I'm going to pause the stream, actually, because I don't know. He's probably going to talk to me for like 30 minutes. Let me pause stream. I will be back in probably 30 minutes. If you guys want to get on and play with me, I am available. I think Chicken will be on with me probably. I don't know actually who's playing, and I'm not playing tomorrow. I'm going to stream pretty late tonight, but not play tomorrow. I'll be right back, guys. I don't know if I can hear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. That's cool. It actually, when I, so a lot of times on my stream when I pause it and I come back, the sound won't work. So now it's working again. So cool. Glad we're back. Is there anything cool in the store? Nope. This Milano kind of looks cool. They're really trying to hype up the Milano. There's another Groza, kind of looks cool. Got tracers. The more I play this game, the more I don't care for tracers. And I have a lot of them because I used to think they were dope. So they're hit or miss for me. So I like using tracers because I can trace my shots, obviously. But I don't like tracers because when you're shooting like mounted through a window or some shit, they'll just fucking blow up in your face and it's like really hard to see. Yeah, so I don't know. What is this? Ooh, pee-pee. It's dumb looking. It's terrible looking, actually. Not cool at all. Some of these things in the store are just not cool, bro. Some are cool, and then some are not cool. It's like they're very hit or miss. See, like, that one's kind of cool. This one's definitely cool. Like, look at this. Look at this fucking... This reticle. Like, you're never gonna use this unless you're a multiplayer. Like, you can't see with this. It's retarded. I don't understand some of them, man. I don't understand some of the reticles that they have designed. Like, people use, like, the same ones. Like, very clean reticles that you can see out of. Nobody uses that crazy shit. That's a badass M4. I've never seen that one. That's dope as fuck. A foul, yeah.
Hard lines.
Brow. This AS Val is pretty dope looking, not gonna lie. Pretty fucking dope looking. I'm probably gonna end up getting this thing. This I don't see anybody use this ghost skin like ever.
That's for my mates at Hereford.
That's for my mates. Nobody uses a scar. Trash. Nobody's using a Dragunov. Trash. M4. Cool. That one looks pretty dope. Ram. Uzi. Nobody's using that dumb shit. ISO. Nobody's using that dumb shit. Kilo. That one looks pretty sick though. Not gonna lie. Look at this growl. I've never even seen some of these. Like, are these new? Like, I haven't seen this. This is dope as fuck looking. Obviously, the shotgun on the bottom is stupid as fuck, but super fucking clean, man. Problem is, it's got the dumbass barrel on it. MP5. I've never seen this MP5. Is this an MP5? Or is this the KSP? I bet this is the K. Yeah. Maybe? Looks kind of like the MP5. Mac 10. Some 4. The Mac 10 too? I can't. The Mac 10 and the fucking Milano look so similar. But this is the Milano. This is the Milano right here. And then that one was the Mac 10. This is the Mac 10. Yeah. This is the dumbest challenge I've ever had. Look at this. Well, nobody's gonna use this. Nobody. This is dumb. It's ugly. It's awful. Terrible. I mean, I guess if you had it akimbo, maybe. Guess we'll go do some plunder while we wait.
Get yourself sorted. We'll be deploying shortly. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Imagine this guy. He's got a Milano.
I'm jumping on, man.
Alright. I'm just gonna mess around and plunder for a bit. And then let me know when you're actually on. I just want to see what this gun will do.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Oh my god. This gun? I have a feeling this gun is broken. Oh my god. Yeah, this gun is broken, bro. 100%. It's a fucking laser beam.
Enemy soldier incoming. Playtime's over, mate. You're going to the war zone.
It's a laser beam. The M82 is a laser beam. The biggest downfall with it is the ammo reload, which is slow. It's slower than the Stoner, but I swear to God, it does not miss. There's no recoil. Last barrel and the agency suppressor, no recoil. What just happened?